Fighter jets are, a symbol of military power. They represent not just advanced technology, but also a nation's ability to defend itself and project strength far beyond its borders. When you see a squadron of fighter jets soaring overhead, it's a clear message. This country is ready to protect its interests. These fast, agile aircraft are specifically designed for air-to-air combat, but their roles have expanded over the years. Modern fighter jets can perform a variety of missions, from intercepting enemy aircraft to carrying out precision strikes on ground targets. Their speed, maneuverability, and advanced avionics make them some of the most versatile tools in any military's arsenal. Countries invest heavily in fighter jets for national defense, using them to patrol borders, respond to threats, and act as a powerful deterrent against potential attacks. The mere presence of advanced fighter jets can discourage adversaries from taking aggressive actions. Fighter jets also play a crucial role in securing airspace and supporting ground operations. In modern warfare, they provide close air support to troops on the ground, help establish air superiority, and ensure that friendly forces can operate safely. The global fighter jet market is, really competitive. Dozens of countries showcase their latest designs at international air shows, hoping to attract buyers and demonstrate their technological prowess. Many nations produce and export these sophisticated machines, fueling a multi-billion-dollar industry. The process involves not just manufacturing but also research, development, and rigorous testing to ensure each jet meets demanding standards. The United States has traditionally dominated this market, with iconic jets like the F-16 and F-35, while Russia is another major player, known for its Sukhoi and MiG aircraft. However, a new contender has emerged: China. In recent years, China has rapidly advanced its aerospace industry, unveiling new stealth fighters and demonstrating growing technical expertise. China has been investing heavily in its military capabilities, and this includes developing advanced fighter jets like the J-20. These efforts are part of a broader strategy to modernize its armed forces and compete on the world stage. China aims to become a leading exporter of military hardware, seeking to challenge the dominance of the U.S. and Russia in the global arms market. By showcasing its jets at international expos and signing export deals, China is making its ambitions clear. However, its fighter jets have faced challenges in gaining widespread acceptance. Concerns about reliability, technology, and political alliances have made some countries hesitant to buy Chinese jets, but China continues to push forward, determined to make its mark in the world of military aviation. China has been actively promoting its fighter jets internationally. The J-10, JF-17, J-35, and J-20 are among its most advanced models. These jets boast impressive specifications and capabilities on paper. China offers them at competitive prices compared to Western counterparts. China has targeted developing countries as potential customers. These nations often have limited defense budgets, so the lower cost of Chinese jets can be appealing. However, price is not the only factor influencing purchasing decisions. Despite China's efforts, its fighter jets have struggled to find a large international market. Sales have been limited to a few countries. Pakistan, a close ally, is a major operator of the JF-17. However, many other nations remain hesitant to purchase Chinese fighter jets. One of the primary concerns about Chinese fighter jets is technology. Western jets, like the American F-16 and F-35, are often perceived as more advanced. These jets have seen extensive combat use, and their capabilities are well documented and proven. China claims that its newer jets, such as the J-35, are comparable to the F-35. However, these claims are, honestly, pretty difficult to verify. Independent assessments of Chinese technology are limited, and this lack of transparency raises concerns among potential buyers. Reliability is another issue. Western fighter jets have established track records of reliability and maintainability, which is crucial for ensuring operational readiness. Chinese jets, on the other hand, have a more limited operational history, and their long-term reliability remains uncertain. Beyond technological concerns, there is a significant trust deficit. Many countries are wary of becoming overly reliant on China for military equipment. This is particularly true for nations with close ties to the United States. After-sales support is another area of concern. Western defense companies have a robust network of support and maintenance facilities worldwide. They can provide spare parts, training, and technical assistance. China's support infrastructure is still developing. Countries are hesitant to invest in a weapons system without reliable after-sales support. This is especially important for complex platforms like fighter jets. The lack of a comprehensive support network puts Chinese jets at a disadvantage. So, the United States remains the world's leading supplier of fighter jets, a position it has held for decades. American fighter jets are renowned for their cutting-edge technology, reliability, and combat performance, making them highly sought after by air forces around the globe. But it's not just about the hardware. The U.S. has built a vast and intricate network of defense alliances and partnerships, stretching across continents. These alliances, such as NATO and bilateral agreements with countries in Asia and the Middle East, create a web of mutual security commitments. Many countries rely on the U.S. for security guarantees, which deeply influences their defense procurement decisions. When a nation becomes a U.S. ally, it often gains access to American military training, logistical support, and the latest defense technologies. The United States offers not only advanced fighter jets, but also a comprehensive security package that includes maintenance, upgrades, and long-term support. This holistic approach ensures that allied nations can operate their fleets effectively for years to come. This package includes things like intelligence sharing, joint military exercises, and coordinated defense strategies. These activities help strengthen interoperability between U.S. forces and their allies, making joint operations smoother and more effective. Access to American military technology is another major draw. U.S. defense companies often collaborate with allied nations, providing them with upgrades and technical know-how that keep their air forces at the cutting edge. All of these factors combined make U.S. jets a more attractive option for many nations, especially those seeking to modernize their air forces and strengthen their ties with Washington. Furthermore, the United States often imposes strict restrictions on the sale of its most advanced military technology to countries like China, citing national security concerns and the need to maintain a technological edge. This, in turn, limits China's ability to acquire, study, and reverse engineer Western systems, making it more challenging for them to close the technology gap. As a result, despite significant investments and rapid progress, Chinese jets may still lag behind in certain technological areas, especially when it comes to avionics, stealth, and integrated systems. The influence of U.S. alliances and export controls continues to shape the global fighter jet landscape. Recent fighter jet sales in the Indo-Pacific region have brought renewed attention to the complex challenges faced by China as it seeks to expand its influence and compete with the United States in the global arms market. These high-profile deals not only reflect shifting security dynamics, but also highlight the strategic choices made by countries in the region as they weigh their defense needs and alliances. In March 2025, Taiwan received the first of 66 new F-16C and D Block 70 fighter jets from the United States, marking a major milestone in its ongoing efforts to modernize its air force. The arrival of these advanced jets was met with significant fanfare, underscoring the importance of the deal for both Taiwan's security and its relationship with Washington. This deal further strengthens Taiwan's defenses against potential Chinese aggression, providing the island with cutting-edge capabilities to deter threats and respond to evolving security challenges. The F-16S are equipped with advanced avionics and weapons systems, giving Taiwan a significant technological edge. Then, in April 2025, the United States approved the sale of 20 F-16 fighter jets to the Philippines. This move was widely seen as a sign of deepening defense ties between Manila and Washington, as well as a response to growing regional tensions. This deal is significant because the Philippines has traditionally relied on older American aircraft, many of which are now outdated and less capable of meeting modern security demands. The acquisition of new F-16S represents a major leap forward for the Philippine Air Force. It signals a renewed commitment to modernizing the Philippine Air Force with U.S. equipment, and demonstrates the country's intent to strengthen its own defense posture while deepening its partnership with the United States. Training and support from American advisors will further enhance the capabilities of Filipino pilots. These sales really demonstrate a clear preference for Western fighter jets among key U.S. allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific region. The choice of American-made aircraft reflects not only confidence in U.S. technology, but also a desire to align more closely with the United States and its network of security alliances. Despite China's efforts to market its own jets, concerns about technology, reliability, and political considerations continue to hinder its progress. Many countries remain wary of becoming too dependent on Chinese military hardware, preferring instead to invest in proven Western systems that offer greater interoperability and long-term support. China's actions in the region have also contributed to the reluctance of some countries to purchase its fighter jets. China's assertive behavior in the South China Sea and its military exercises near Taiwan have raised concerns about its intentions. These actions have created an environment of uncertainty and tension in the region. Countries are wary of becoming entangled in potential conflicts or escalating tensions with China by purchasing its military equipment. China's military modernization, including its development of advanced fighter jets, is seen as part of a broader effort to project power and challenge the existing regional order. This has made some countries hesitant to support China's military ambitions. China also faces growing competition in the international fighter jet market from other players. France, with its Rafale fighter jet, has secured significant export orders in recent years. South Korea is developing the KF-21, a 4.5-generation fighter jet, aimed at the international market. These competitors offer advanced technology, proven track records, and strong after-sales support. They present viable alternatives to both Chinese and American fighter jets. This increased competition further complicates China's efforts to gain a foothold in the global market. As more countries develop their own advanced fighter jets, China will face even greater challenges in attracting customers. It will need to address concerns about technology, reliability, and political considerations to compete effectively. China faces significant obstacles in its quest to become a leading exporter of fighter jets. While it has made technological advancements, concerns about reliability, after-sales support, and political considerations persist. U.S. alliances and the emergence of new competitors further complicate the situation. To overcome these challenges, China will need to focus on building trust and confidence in its products and its intentions. This will require greater transparency, a demonstrable track record of reliability, and a commitment to regional stability. Until then, Chinese fighter jets are likely to face an uphill battle in the international market. The preference for Western jets, particularly among U.S. allies and partners, is likely to continue for the foreseeable future.